I knew before we published the book that there was going to be a reaction from the law enforcement agencies. I expected them to react quicker, but they waited like a week, because we were scared that they would go to court before the book got published and ask for an urgent application. But it took them sort of like 5 days before they started threatening us.
Yeah.
At this moment, there's a series of charges that they are investigating against me. They tried to get a warrant for my arrest in Durban on Monday morning. The magistrate wouldn't sign it. So that's basically what I know at the moment. The state security agencies say they might still go to court to try and ban the book. It's a bit late now. As far as interference in investigative journalism is concerned, we haven't seen this, what is happening now, since we became a democracy in 1994. The freedom of the media and the freedom of the press is enshrined in our constitution, and this is the first time that the state has attempted to ban a book. It of course frequently happened under the apartheid government. When they closed newspapers, they banned books, they banned journalists. First time, however, since we became a democracy.
Talk about the legal process behind writing a book like this.
Well, I mean, the book is a legal minefield. Anybody that looks at it can see that. Throughout the writing of the book, I engaged lawyers. We had a final consultation with the senior counsel. And we decided to go for it, and the publishers were very brave to publish the book virtually unchanged as I gave them the manuscript.
Are you happy that it's legally sound from your perspective?
Yeah, listen, I mean, there are issues about the Intelligence Act, there are issues about the Tax Administration Act, but as far as we're concerned, we haven't broken any law, and I'm legally in possession of the material that I published.
Talk about protecting sources as an investigative journalist. You relied heavily on this for this book. How do you go about protecting your sources?
Well, I mean, obviously while I was writing the book it was easier, but still even then we didn't just phone one another, we communicated on Messenger and Telegram and things like that. I said to all of them before the book got published that we have to completely break communication. So I have no communication with them. They can't phone me or contact me. I can't contact them. There is an emergency route we can follow if something happens. But at the moment I have no contact with them. Their names appear nowhere in my computer or on my telephone. I have no documents with me, nothing. So the sources, as far as I know at the moment, is well protected, and their names will never emerge.
And finally, having seen the government's reaction to your book, is there a concern that government will become more involved in investigative journalism exposés like the one that you've done?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very important that we can't allow government to succeed here. In fact, government must fail, and up to now they have failed, because as I say, we have the freedom of the press enshrined in our constitution, and we must use it and we must protect it, and we cannot allow government to succeed, otherwise they will do it again.
Do you think they will try and do it again?
They probably will, but I hope they've learned a lesson now that their meddling in the affairs of the book has just resulted in more and more people buying it, and the message spreading wider and wider.
Talk about buying the book. There was a PDF going around with the book, and you encouraged people to actually read that if they couldn't get access to the book.
Well, I said that if people cannot afford to buy a book, because books are expensive in this country, if they cannot afford a book, read the PDF, you have my blessing.
And then finally, the importance of investigative journalism for you. You've had a long storied career exposing a lot of things. Why is it so powerful, and why is it so important?
Well, I've always said we have only three pillars that stand between us and against the state. The one is the courts, the judiciary, and they've been fantastic. The other one is civil society, and they've reacted incredibly as well. And the third one is the freedom of the press. If we lose the freedom of the press, we're going to slip into a gangster state.